Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you a Demon Hunter mod class in Baldur's Gate 3's patch 7. It's in the mod manager now, based on World of Warcraft. And look at this, we got tons of spells. It's very cool. I'll be doing the Vengeance subclass. This mod was made by GrumpyWumpy, and it is now available in the Baldur's Gate 3 mod manager in the game. So this will hopefully be coming to consoles eventually, but I'm going to cover this whole mod because it's incredibly strong and really cool how it's been built. So it's on the mod manager here. We got the Demon Hunters, based on World of Warcraft. Uphold a dark legacy, the one that frightens their allies and enemies alike. The Illidari embrace fell and chaotic magics, energies that have long threatened the world of Azeroth. Believing them to challenge the Burning Legion, wielding the power of the demons they've slain, they've developed demonic powers which incite revulsion and dread in their enemies. The main thing that made Dread Hunters truly special is metamorphosis. So we get ourselves a cantrip with Bone Chill here and two actions. Demon Spite, attack with both your main and offhand weapons, generates 1 to 4 fury per turn. And we also got ourselves the Throw Glaive. So throw a demonic glaive at a target, dealing weapon damage. The glaive can ricochet and deal damage to 3 other targets in range, generates 2 fury per hit, which is pretty crazy. We also got our Demon Hunter class here, class feature. So giving us different resources as well. We have 2 weapon fighting when we make an attack with our offhand. We add our ability modifier, so you typically want to be using 2 weapons for this build. And yeah, we're going to take our Bone Chill there for our cantrip. And then for our ability scores, we'd like to go probably as high as we can on our dexterity. Having a bit of wisdom is nice too, so we'll go probably 14, and then strength somewhere around there, so we can go with that for our stats, although you can take some points into charisma if you'd like for being the face of the party. But I'll be covering all the gear options as well as some how to play this class, because it's got a lot of cool options here. So there's 80 different spells in this. 80. I said that. 80. We double our jump distance at level 2, and then we also get our glide, which gives immunity to falling damage and increases our jump distance an additional 1.5 meters for 10 turns when we use this glide. Takes 6 fury. Now for our spells, we get things like Consume Magic, which cures disease, poison, paralysis, or blindness. Immolation Aura, which gives us 1 to 4 fire damage each turn and generates fury as well, engulfing ourselves in flames. Paralyzing a creature in prison is really nice. This is basically just the version of Hold Person. It uses soul fragments as its resource. And we have the Spectral Sight, being able to see invisible creatures and reveal them to others. And then the Vengeful Retreat. Retreat by releasing energy, hitting an enemy nearby for 1 to 4 force damage, and gaining the ability to blink to vault away from danger for 1 turn. It's pretty cool. All the spells and options that we get are really nice. Now, as I mentioned, there is a subclass. I'm going to be doing the Vengeance one, so I guess for our next level, we'll take Immolation Aura. And then we're going to go for our class passive. There's a few. This gives us a better critical hit chance. Chaos Brand gives us the ability to cast Chaos Brand when brands a target in an area, making it vulnerable to magic damage for 3 turns. Doubling magic damage. Enough said. That's really good. Charred Warblades is another cool one. Imbue your weapon with Fell Fire, dealing additional 1d4 of fire damage. So extra fire damage, always nice. At the beginning of each turn, activate your demonic wards, granting enemies disadvantage on attack rolls against you. Fell Fire Haste, which gives Fell Rush and Infernal Strikes, increase your movement speed by 3 meters for 2 turns, does not provoke opportunity attacks. Illidari Knowledge reduces any type of damage, any type of magical damage minus Radiant by 1d4 plus Wisdom modifier. So that's why I said we want a little Wisdom. Infernal Armor reduces damage taken by 1d4 plus Constitution modifier. Immolation Arrow has a chance to torment enemies, forcing them to attack the Demon Hunter. So that can be really nice as well. Pursuit increases movement speed by 3 meters. That's always a nice one. And Shatter Restoration. At the beginning of each turn, you have a chance to shatter the souls of enemies within 10 meters, granting you 1 health points plus Constitution modifier. So, passive healing. Super useful. There's a lot of good ones, but Chaos Brand just sticks out, being able to make an enemy vulnerable to magic damage. That's huge. And for our subclass, there's the Havoc, which gives us the ability to use Fell Rush, dashing forwards, dealing chaos damage to all enemies in the way. I like the Vengeance Hunter, though. This is more of a, it's this fast-paced tank, but they get 3 attacks, so it's kind of like a fighter. It's very strong. It also gives the Fell Blood, strengthening your blood, reducing damage taken by your Constitution modifier. We also get the Fell Blade. Charge forward, attack the first enemy in your way, dealing 0 piercing damage. That's kind of a visual glitch, but burning them with Fell Fire and goad them into attacking you. So this is more of a tank build, but it is very strong either way. Demon Spike, surge with Fell Power, imposing disadvantage on attacker, possibly causing their attack to miss. This is a concentration. Demon Spike's there, and it's a bonus action as well. For our class passive, we get the choice of like Ascending Flame. The Sigil of Flame has a chance to deal us another set of fire damage per enemy hit. This can increase the extra damage. Retaliation, when Demon Spikes is active, melee attacks against you cause the attacker to take half the damage dealt. Pretty nice. And And then Riposte, whenever a creature misses you with attack, sacrifice 20% of your health points plus Constitution modifier of your health, inflict chaos damage on your attacker. So, there's a few good ones. I like the Sigil of the Flame or Retaliation. So Demon Spikes will deals half the damage dealt to attackers, so we can deal damage back to them. Ascending Flame has a chance to deal another set of fire damage, which is kind of nice. So we'll go with that there. And then for our level 4 feat, we get as Critical Strike, giving us an increased critical hit chance. We also get the Soul Cleave, dealing viciously strike enemies in front of you for 150% attack power and heal yourself for 40% of the damage dealt. It uses 5 Fury and Soul Fragment. We also get Torment, which causes enemies to attack you. It's goading them, which is nice, kind of like the bear goads. We also get a cantrip, so we go with Soul Barrier here, which makes you immune to magic missile and armor class increased by 5. And we also get to choose another cantrip there, and we get some new spells like Sigil of Silence and Sigil of Chains, which can pull enemies together and slow them for 2 turns, so we're going to go with that. Imprison's also really nice, we could take that. And Fel of Devastation, unleash the Fel within you, damaging enemies directly in front of you for 5 to 10 fire damage, restores up to 50% of the damage dealt, so that's pretty good too. We'll go with actually Imprison. Hold Person's really nice. Ability score improvement, take up that dexterity, better damage, better attack rolls, better armor class, better initiative. So we get another cantrip here, we'll take that there, and then we also get the extra attack at level 5, and Thick Skin at the first round of each combat. Fel thickens, gives you thick skin. We also have Shear, so Shear and energy for 2+2, and Shatter their souls, healing you for 60 to 70% of the damage dealt. We also get Fiery Brand. Some of these don't show the correct attack damage, so you just have to wait till we get out into fighting. Brand an enemy with a demonic seal, instantly dealing 4 fire damage. The enemy has disadvantage on abilities for 2 turns, concentration, and Spirit Bomb, not Goku's. This shatters the soul of all nearby enemies, damaging them for 3 to 12 fire damage and healing you for 30%. So as you can see a theme, we heal ourselves often with attacking. We also have the Seal of Misery, place a demonic sigil at a location, cause enemies in the vicinity to be frightened for a turn and confusing them for 3 turns. That's really nice. Fel Devastation, though, can be pretty good, too. We're going to go with that, though, because Frightened is awesome, and then Confusion can make it so they attack their teammates. Metamorphosis, Vengeance. So transform into a demon, regaining 30% of your health and gaining the maximum hit points as temporary health. So you passively heal at the beginning of each turn for 1d6. Shear heals you for an extra 40%. We also get some more class passives, so there's some new ones here. We also have the Infernal Armor. Immolation Aura reduces damage taken by 1d6 plus Constitution modifier. Immolation Aura has a chance to torment enemies, forcing them to attack the Demon Hunter. Throwglaive has a chance to apply slow and enemies hit for 2 turns, which is huge because slow is actually really useful because it can make it so that they can only use an action, bonus action, or reaction. And also reduces movement speed. Pursuit still obviously good, increasing movement speed. We're gonna go with the Master of the Glaive because that's a good damage choice if you don't have anything else to go with. And then we also get the Roaring Fire. Fel of Devastation heals you for 30% of your missing health. Field Devastation heals you for an additional 1d6. And Fel Devastation deals an additional 1 to 6 force damage. So we're going to go with actually probably Retaliation. It's another good one. Again, deal damage to attackers that hit you, so that can be fun. We also get a cantrip here, Disrupt. Stops this basic counter spell as a reaction. Nice. Shattered Soul's Vengeance. Killing an enemy sometimes releases a soul fragment that heals you for 30 to 40% of maximum health. So again, this is a class you may want to play as solo with because it's very strong. Infernal Strike deals fire damage, goes all enemies. You can also go with party members that are more so support if you wanted to. Or play it on like a Tactician Enhanced mode. Chaos Nova unleashes an eruption of Fel energy, dealing chaos damage, and enemies must succeed a dexterity saving throw or become stunned. And then again, we get some more spell choices here, so we can go with our... and we'll take Fel Devastation because there is some... this heals us, and that's the spell that we can use to increase some extra damage. We just use another spell here, so Sigil of Chains. We get our skill check, so Intimidation being a really good one. And then for our feat, I would say either Alert for +5 initiative or take the Dexterity up to 20. That's just going to give us better armor class, attacks, etc. And then for our class passive, we can take something like the Aura of Pain if we want to increase our chances of hitting, or this Shadow Restoration, which can heal us. And then for our next one, we can take this, which will heal us for... Fel Devastation heals you for 30% of your missing health, which is also pretty nice. Heal ourselves greatly with these spells. Demon Hunter, level 10 here, we get a Last Resort. When you reach 0 health, you regain 30% of your health points, and instead of becoming downed, you gain Metamorphosis Vengeance for 3 turns. Huge. Soul Carver, dealing 2+2 fire damage, and burning them for 3 turns, immediately healing you for 80% of the damage dealt. Pretty nice. It's going to increase once we get out there, and I'll show you this. Darkness, create a dark shroud of darkness, granting friendly creatures within it avoidance to all damage for 2 turns. So an even more powerful version of darkness. And we get the Hunt. Charge to your target, striking enemies in your path with 30% of the main weapon's attack as chaos damage, and healing you for 10% of the damage done. So, again, very strong. We also get another spell at level 10, so we can take our darkness spell there. And then for our level 12, we get the ability to do an extra attack. Glaive Tempest, gain an extra attack. We also have another choice here, so we could go with like Aura of Pain and give better crits. Honestly, all of these are pretty good. Imbue your weapons of fire, fell fire, dealing an additional 3d6 of fire damage, which is kind of nice. And we're getting heals for 3d6. Fell devastation deals for force damage. Riposte, still kind of costly. Sigil Flames deals an extra 30% of fire damage. We'll go with that for more healing on that, and then we'll take Alert there for the +5 initiative. So very strong. Now for the gear, I'll show you the combat as well in a moment, but we're going to want, I'm using the Duelist Prerogative, I wouldn't recommend that. Go with 2 weapons that you can fight together. If you got the Orin's weapons, go with those. If you got the Shar Spear of the Evening, that's a good one. Then offhand, you can put something like Rhapsody. I guess we can't use We'll put Rhapsody in one of our hands, and then Crimson Mischief is also pretty good, giving us piercing damage. So if we wanted to use the Ballast Armor, that makes it pretty strong. And then Knife of the Undermountain King can give us increased critical hit chance as well, so that further takes things up a notch. And then we can go all the way down. This is a class that can be very tanky, so if we go with something like Helldust Armor, 24 armor class, but the Ballast Armor does a good job, giving us the ability to apply vulnerability to the damage. So we can go pretty hard with this one, and just die it there to make it look nice. Oh yeah, that's perfect. So the Demon Hunter. We got lots of choices for attacks here. Throw Glaive being like one of our main ones. I guess we can't attack non-enemies, so this doesn't work right yet. Chaos Brand is pretty crazy, making the target vulnerable to all damage types. That's honestly really good. So we'll just apply that there. And you can see there, they become vulnerable to every damage type. Very strong. We also have things like Soul Cleave. Look at the range on that. Some of these attacks will cause it so that you do end up using up your resources. Like we got a few Fury and Soul Fragments there. Sigil of Flames can be pretty fun, like a fireball-like attack. So we'll just drop that down. Oh, started a combat there. Didn't expect that to actually start combat, but I guess we'll show what this can actually do in an actual fight. So Throw Glaive can be nice because it can bounce to multiple targets. So we can throw it there, and then it bounces around. We were able to take out everyone with that one throw, so that was a little bit stronger than I expected it to be. I don't know if I'll be able to... I can't throw it at them. So, yeah, I guess I'll move over here, and we'll see who else triggers on the attack. And we'll throw Glaive at them, because that's really a strong version. Yeah, slow them as well, so that's really good. And then we can also... Since these are weapon actions, we can attack multiple times with these and use different spells. So, yeah, this gets pretty strong. And a lot of different options here. As you can see, we have a bunch of damage riders added onto these. So, most of them being melee attacks, but we do have those Throw Glaives, which you saw is very strong, adding that 3d6 fire damage. I'm also adding a 1d6 of fire damage, too. And, yeah, sorry, Volo, your time has come. It bounced to Karlach, too, and slowed Karlach. So, yeah, we are pretty strong with this. And then we can bonus action dash around as well. So, I guess that's that. I'll use the Metamorphosis on our next turn there, because that's another really cool one. Skip turns. Yeah, it took out everyone. Karlach is slowed, so she can only move a little bit. And then Soul Barrier makes us immune to Magic Missile, and blocks, giving us a +5 armor class. So it's really nice. We're very powerful. I feel bad for Scratch. I don't like it whenever the dog gets into it, but chaos has ensued. So I'll show you the Metamorphosis Vengeance here. So we can use this to go into our demon form. And this just gives us a big healing there and temporary health. So we're basically unkillable at this point. We got another person coming into the fight. Demon's Bite, we don't got enough movement for. Fiery Brand can be a nice one to just drop on enemies too. And what's cool is a lot of these count as cantrips, so we can attack and then also do things like, I guess, Fell Blade charging forward. So we can use that to shorten the gasps, shorten the distances as well, and then use things like Soul Cleave or Soul Carver, which can heal us as well. So tons of damage there. Yeah, that took her out, no problem. That was incredible. The amount of damage dies you get on that is just, It's insanely busted. And then we can use, I don't know if I can even reach down. No, I can't. So I just have my bonus actions left. Imprison can make it so that we can use, it's not a high chance. Yeah, saved. But that's another way we can attack. So basically you get 3 actions whenever you have that active. So very strong. I hate that I had to fight my team. I didn't expect this combat to actually start there. So everyone's downed. Scratch is trying to make his way over. And I'm trying to fight Astarion here for some reason. Sorry, Scratch. Oh, and I healed myself because you can take healing from targets. So, yeah, that's pretty strong. We got our 3 actions again. So, Immolation Aura can make us covered in fire there. So, basically like Spirit Guardians. I can't make it any further there, but I could use my Demon's Bite to... Oh, no, not enough movement speed. We're running low on resources there to be able to use some of these spells, so I guess I could have went with like a glaive throw, but Sigil of Fire there, he got saved from it, nice, lucky him. We could drop another one because that's good fire damage, but yeah, we don't have the ability to get any closer, unfortunately, so I guess we'll just drop another Sigil of Fire there, hope it hits, and he saved again. So we'll just end that there. For some reason, oh, Acid Resistance, okay, Astarion. Come and attack me, Tasha's Hideous Laughter, Disrupt, basically counterspell. Yeah, this class is quite busted, but it's again not meant to be a class that like you play on like honor mode with, because that'd be dishonorful. So I guess I could take out Gale if I wanted to, but Shadowheart, boom, 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 and it'll show off some more spells there. The Vengeful Demon. Oh, you ran into my fire. Sorry, Scratch. So we got our Immolation Aura there dealing fire damage to him. And I guess we can't use the glaive because it uses 6 fury, so we ran out of that. But we can also use some of our other attacks to be able to generate some points to be able to attack with. I use a lot of them on the Soul Carver there. The Hunt deals a ton of damage too, so I could have went with that. But I guess we'll go with our bonus action attack here, which is going to be pretty strong. Yeah, that took him out too, so... Yeah, very powerful. We got so many different options for damage. It's a fun subclass. I love the World of Warcraft inspiration. GrumpyWumpy did a great job with this mod. So, yeah, I'll be checking out more of these mods that are added to the mod manager as time goes on and doing requests. Someone requested me to do this one as well. So, leave a comment if you want to see any other types of videos on these mods. Hit that subscribe button below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.